What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be going over our new Starlink mount. This will be a version 3. So version 1 was all the pieces put together, ton of pieces. That one was $180, I believe. I don't remember. Version 2 was the one that came out once I got my new printer back in December. Singular pieces instead of the bunch of different pieces. That was $180 plus shipping. This version 3 kind of goes off of the same design, but a lot has changed. Get you guys set up here. I'm on top of my camper, obviously. This is the version 3. As you can see, there's no bolts on the top. This piece here is actually what locks the Starlink Mini into it. And as you guys can see, there's threaded inserts on 3 of the 4 sides. And that is due to the overwhelming majority of people asking if I can make a bolt-on mount. So this video is going over that. This will come in 3 options. It'll come in a corner mount for Lone Peak, a center mount for Lone Peak, and a universal mount. And depending on what you choose, this portion will be the same on all 3. The options will change which brackets you get that go onto the threaded sides. If you pick a corner mount, doesn't matter if it's going to be left or right corner. So it will basically mount to this corner or to this corner. Center mount, obviously, is self-explanatory. It will go in the center. And universal mount. If you order a corner mount, it will come with 2 back brackets that bolt onto the T-channel, T-track, 2 side mounts that will bolt onto the side T-track. That will be universal. So if you're doing it on the left side, you'll put them on the left. You do it on the right, so you'll do it on the right. And 2 3M tape mounts that will go on the side that's not on the T-channel. If you order a center mount, it will come with the 2 back brackets and 4 of the 3M tape mounts. And if you do a universal, it will come with, you guessed it, 6 of the tape mounts. So this mount will no longer be taped physically to your roof. So on this video, we're going to go over all of these changes. So for the video, because I already have my mount 3M taped to the center, I'm not showing you guys the center mount or the universal mount because it's kind of self-explanatory. So if you were to order a corner mount, but everything goes to all 3 of them. Base doesn't change on any of the 3, just the brackets do. So if you were to order a corner mount, like I said, you will get 2 backs, 2 T-track sides, and 2 3M sides, and a bag of bolts. For this bag of bolts, you will need a 2.5 millimeter Allen. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to mount these brackets to the T-channel. So these brackets, all of them have an oval-shaped M4 holes. That's so you can move the mount up and down. The V1 camper and the V2 camper have slightly different roofs. This will allow the fitment on both. Also, the M8 is also ovaled out slightly. That'll let you adjust the brackets to your needs. So the very first thing I'm going to do, one other change on this. These are now printed out of ASA carbon fiber. That's what gives it the matte look, is the carbon fiber. ASA is slightly higher temp rated, and it has a slightly better UV index rating to sustain long periods of outside. I've never had an issue with my PETG mounts. I've ran them since the day Starlink Minis hit the stores when I made my first mount. This is the second mount that's been on here just because I switched over to the new mount. Slightly more expensive, but better resistance to UV, like I said, and also the matte finish I think looks a little bit better than the gloss finish. But yeah, so first we're gonna put all of our T-bolts, our M8 and T-tracks here on all 4 of our mounts. So 2 backs, like I said, I'm doing a corner mount. Okay, so I've got the 4 brackets just sitting here loosely, 2 on the sides, 2 on the back. You can do this any way you want. To me, it's easier to do T-track bolts first. Everything just needs to be loose right now. You don't want to tighten anything down until everything is situated. So like I said, there's a ton of adjustments in everything. All right, guys, I got the brackets on. Everything's just loose, so I can still move them around. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to take my Allen for the back bolts. I'm just going to press kind of everything into place and slightly tighten them. Not cranking down on anything. For one, it's plastic. You know, it's 3D printed plastic. Okay, my back brackets are on and down tight. So we're going to tighten the M4 bolts on the back. Again, it's plastic. You know, just the good old German Guten tight. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the side brackets. So we're going to tighten the M8s down on the T-track with the T-nuts. Pushing down against, making sure everything's tight up against the mount. And then tightening down the M4s. So this is on here pretty good already. So I just have these 2 and these 2 on. It's not going anywhere. The reason I did the 3Ms for this side, you know, there's a little play obviously, and also the roofs aren't super flat, at least on the 3 campers I've tested on. So on this one, it's going to be a little more difficult, but the first thing we're going to do is clean the roof. And don't do this in the cold, do this in the warm, or warm your roof up. But I'm just taking some rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. I'm just going to, you know, just rub the roof, make sure that there's nothing on here. It's springtime, there's a ton of pollen in the air right now, which is absolutely killing me. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 3M off, the tape tops, which is usually the hardest part of everything. Okay. Now obviously you only have one chance at this. So get these lined up. What you could do this will probably be the hardest part of the whole thing. But because they're slotted holes, if you just hold it up and just get one started so you know you're in line with the bolt holes, and then just press down. And I will sell these mounts separately. So if you're gonna switch this between ones, you break one, you sell the mount and you want new ones, I'll sell just the 3M tape mounts by themselves. If you want extras, or if you need another one, you know, I'm gonna push down on the mount and tighten that first bolt. And then we're gonna do the same with the second one. And then I'm gonna push down on the mount. I don't know if you guys can see how much that this moves. If you watch the screw. So I'm going to push down on this mount. Tighten this bolt. Well, there we go. Now that ain't going nowhere. And like I said, if you need to move this to the other side, if you're gonna sell the mount, if you get a new camper, I will sell these 3M brackets by themselves, but that makes everything reusable, and that ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna go inside and wait for this storm to pass that's about to hit me here. And then we'll go through on how the Starlink mounts into the mount now versus my old setup, and how easy it is to swap everything out. So I'll be back with you guys here shortly. So, got it mounted down. Works just like the V2 version 2 of our mount. Pull these front screws. It still hinges like usual. Still has the kickstands on both sides. I keep it at the optimum angle when the camper is lifted up. You can still pull the 2 back screws, pull this top off. What I'm going to do, there's 2 screws here. One here, one on this side. All those do is keep this from moving up and down. They do not support anything. So we're going to pull these screws out. One, two. This will come off. All right. Starlink goes into the mount. In the mount. Right now would be a good time to plug your power cable in, because it is not very easy to do once this is in. Power cable plugs in. You push this on here. You push this up. Then you screw your screws back in. This would be easier if you pulled the top off, obviously. Just trying to give you guys a visual. Okay, and then just snug these up. Again, it's plastic. Okay, so now the Starlink is locked in there. It's not going anywhere. Put it down. I have the back bolts loosened right now. Make sure everything's down. We'll get these tightened up. Again, finger tight. It's plastic. Okay, and now it's on. And so, just like before, you can put your hinges up, or your kickstands up. That keeps it in the optimal position. When you're all done, fold those down, put your front 2 bolts in. That will secure the front down if you're parked in the trees and you would like to take it off. You can do that one of 2 ways now. You can either lift it up and pull your 2 screws out, drop this down and pull the Mini out of the mount, or just like before, you can pull these 2 back bolts out and you can leave the Mini in the top and the whole piece comes off, and you can go mount this out of the woods with a long power cable or with a power bank, and then when you're packing up for the rest from your trip, you just come back on, goes on, put your 2 bolts in here, and that thing ain't going nowhere. I will put the price right here. Right at the second of me doing this video, I don't have pricing worked out on this, but it will be a lower price than my last mount. Material slightly higher, but parts are slightly less. And there's a lot less labor. A big part of my last one was the labor of getting everything cleaned up, getting everything ready for tape, getting tape on, getting the tape on, getting everything dialed in. And I don't have to do that now. I just have to tape 2 brackets or 4 brackets or 6 brackets. Yeah, reach out to me with any questions you guys have or any concerns. I had a test mount, which is sitting down below me. That's been on here for a week now, testing. I've gone on a trip about 100 miles away, freeway, off-road, a lot of off-roading, had no issues, and I wasn't using these side mounts. I only had the 2 bolt-on mounts and the 2 back bolt-on mounts. And so that those two side mounts make this a lot more secure. Yeah, so basically everything is better on this mount than my last mount, and my last mount, everything on that was better than my first mount. So yeah, let me know if you guys got any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next one.